something in my throat. I don't know what it is or why it's there, but it's very tingly and strange, and I'm not a big fan. So I'm sorry in advance if your girl is coughing up a storm and all that jazz. Good morning. I'm a little sluggish today because we ate homemade peanut butter cups last night. And guys, they were really good. They were really, really good. I need you to know this. They were so good and so delicious. And I'm just so happy that I made them. I was in the kitchen yesterday for like 5 hours. It was a long kitchen day. That is for sure. Thankfully, my husband was streaming, and I always watch his streams. I think he's hilarious. Sorry, my cats are going to be yelling. There was like a new game, something about raid arc. I don't know, but it was funny, and I enjoyed watching him. I enjoyed watching him play. So that is what I did yesterday. As I listened to my husband, and I made Reese's peanut butter cups, but homemade so that they don't give me ass cancer. Because you know how it is. Like, shit is nasty. It's got real bad ingredients in it. And then everyone's all like, good for you. And I'm like, no, actually, it's not. It's not. And, sometimes I'll eat some shitty ingredients, but not always. Good morning and happy Halloween. I should just do goth girl makeup today. Why the fuck not? Why not? And I have to go all the way into town. So I should just roll into town with like fucking crow makeup on. Fuck it. Who's going to judge me? It's Halloween. No one wants ass cancer. None. You love Devil's Night posts? I'm old. So fire it up. I always think about Devil's Night. I do. Do it. It's Halloween, right? I don't like when I put stuff all over my face because I'm going to be in the kitchen a lot today. So I definitely don't want ass loads of stuff on my face. I'm on Facebook and YouTube. I don't know which one I should be on. Whichever one you fucking desire. How about that? Did Sydney slay? Okay. The women who talk shit about her, they know she's pretty. She's pretty. Is she supermodel pretty? No. She's like hot cheerleader pretty. And that's not like a slam. Like there's exceptional beauties like Claudia Schiffer, Naomi Campbell, right? And then there's that hot cheerleader, which she is. She's hot. And she's massive tits. That's what everyone loves about her. If she has massive boobs. But I'll be honest with you, and some of you guys might remember that I have done streams focusing, I think it was during the Oscars, on how much I hate this naked lingerie look that people are going for. I don't like it. I don't like it. I love fucking amazing glam. And, you in Hollywood, you show your tits a whole bunch like Halle Berry, like in films, Monsters Ball or whatever. And then you dress class and sass on the red carpets, and then you get to claim your A-list because you not hoeing, right? You get to claim what you do is classy. I feel that once you start walking red carpets with your actual whole tits out, it wasn't like you could see the like shape. It was like, why are you even wearing clothes? What is the point? Do you really need clothes? That's how I was just like, why do you have clothes? Is there a point to this? Because like your entire tits are out. And I don't like it. I don't think it's a good look. Of course, guys are like, I jerk off to it. Yeah, yeah. And I'm not talking to you, gentlemen. You guys would wank it to fucking J.C. Penney magazines in the 90s. Like, you don't get a say here. The thing is would you want your wife dressed like that? So here's what I have to say. I'll point out that I don't like this fashion, that I think it really cheapens the people doing it. And then people say I'm talking shit. How am I talking shit? I think, let's see. Let me find a photo of her looking hot, but not like, you can look va-va-voom without looking like a skank. Is this okay? This is a good one. Let me open this. Open link. No, I don't want link. I want the image. Okay. I'm going to bring this over here and get rid of that. There we go. Sorry, I got so much going on here. It's just so much. My brain power is only so much. It's only so much, you guys. It's only so much. So here she is looking va-va-voom, right? Where's her long dress? Do I have to click on this? Where's the long fucking dress? See pics. Where do I see pics? Okay. It says to see pics and then it shows no fucking pictures. Okay. Sydney Sweeney at Christie. You motherfuckers tricked me. There was no fucking pictures here at all. No. I don't understand why I can't just find a really good image of her. So she wears a lot of shitty dresses. This one's not it. This is a very, very pretty dress. This dress is it. I'm going to show it to you right now. There you go. You want to look fucking hot and not like a complete... I mean, look at her. She's stacked. And the bitch is saying, I don't like the short hair on her. It's not my thing. But you don't have to show your whole tits to look good. Also, what people don't understand about red carpets is there's a autograph section that no matter what time, it's her choice to show her tits and be a whore. No, stop this. People are always advocating for women to literally chip away their soul until there's nothing left. It makes me fucking nuts. Would you be like, it's my wife's choice to show her pussy to every guy? Show it, girl. No, you wouldn't. You're a fucking liar. No. Go to the Middle East. You want to think this way. I'm serious, dude. Women will advocate for someone like her to show it all off because they're like, now I'll get the good man because no man will want to marry a whore. Like, that is what chicks do. Chicks will cheer you into your grave. They will fucking yes queen you onto OnlyFans. They will yes queen her, showing her titties on the red carpet. Then she's going to be miserable and unhappy because she'll never get a quality guy because guys don't want a chick who's constantly trying to titillate other people with their full-on nipples out on red carpets. Everyone pretends to normalize it and shit. And really what they're doing is cheering on her demise. They know she's going to have a miserable life. They know she's only going to have guys that totally treat her like fucking dirt Because a man who honors and cherishes you doesn't want you out there titillating other wieners. I'm sorry. And women are like, yes, yes, I'll take the good guy. She'll get the pieces of shit. It's like, dude, fuck you. I see right through your shit, dude. You are a piece of shit. Why do chicks do that? Because they want the good dudes. And good dudes don't want chicks waltzing down red carpets with their whole ass titties out. They don't want that. They want to bang it. They want to have sex with it. They do not want to marry it, and they do not want to bear children with it. They don't. And if they do, it's to be a trophy. Been there and done it. Take it from me, man. And in my day, if someone went and posed for Playboy, they'd still put their nipples away on a red carpet. And do you know there's a section of people like the autograph hounds? At every red carpet, they have a section for normal people to like sit there and wait. And there's always children in it. There's always kids. And I'm always like, who lets their kids stay up until 11:30 at night at an Oscars after party? But they're all there wanting autographs, and everyone's like, show them your nipples, show the children. Like, there's no, like, everyone is sitting there looking at this chick's tits, and the only chicks cheering it on know damn well that they're taking off the table quality men for her. They know damn well that she's chipping away her soul in the Hollywood machine, and they will cheer it on. This looks beautiful. She looks amazing in this. That's sexy as F. Sexy as F. Fourth gen Antifa. First off, your name is stupid. Secondly, I was surrounded by people going, yes, show it off. Yes, queen. Yes, yes. I was surrounded by literal worthless fucks just like you. Yes, queen. Yes, queen. And I have to suffer the consequences with it. I had to realize if I had kids, my kids were going to be exposed to everything I've ever done in my past. Okay, fuck you. I never did that. Eat actual shit. See you later. Fucking losers. And you know what my favorite thing is about people? Is someone posted a picture of me. It was at a club. I was at a nightclub opening thing. And I was wearing a nightclub dress, totally covered. Like no nipples, no anything. They're like, well, look at you. You look like you're about to hit a club. I'm like, I'm literally like at this opening of a nightclub. And when I was 22 years old. No one wants to bring home the chick that's spent 10 years titillating other men's wee-wees. They don't want it. It doesn't help marriages. I like lay awake at night and think to myself how much I regret so many things I did. And I didn't walk down a red carpet with my whole ass titties out. She looks beautiful without doing that. She doesn't need to do that. Do you understand? And then I say she's too good for that. And everyone's like, no, she's not. She's a total whore. And you're putting her down. Let her whore everything. And it's like, no, I see through you, bitch. You will cheer her straight into her tomb. And you will have a smile on your fucking face while you do it. Women hate each other. When you show everything off on a red carpet and shit, you're devaluing yourself. Back in my day, at least you had Playboy pay you 6 figures. This bitch is just like, come on, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. I don't even charge 10 cents. Everyone take a gander. I'm like, what is this? This is crazy. I don't like it. I like this dress that she's wearing, and she's fucking beautiful. Like, can someone look at this and be like, she does not look sexy in that? That's ridiculous. And it's beautiful. It's classy, even though there's tons of boob, but she can't help that because she has lots of boob. Like, she's a pretty lady. She's pretty. I ain't hating on it, but here's the thing. This is not cute, guys. That's not cute, guys, where your whole nipples. Nothing to the imagination. Everything's out there. I mean, you can see through the whole outfit, the whole ass, the mound, the whole on nipples. I don't watch Euphoria. What I'm saying is, back in the day, actresses used to only go topless in their art because they could be like, it's art. And I'm up here and you're down there. And what I'm doing is artistic and I'm still classy. There was some decorum, right? Now they're like, everyone, look, OnlyFans, look at, and I'm like, that sucks. She does not look as good here as she does here. And you can't convince me that she does. She doesn't look as good. Dude, you're walking around in public, like with tons of people everywhere with your whole ass titties out. These dresses have been getting worse and worse and worse, and I don't like them. When the Oscars hit, I like featured them all, and I'm like, this looks shitty. I don't like it. Like, you people are supposed to be above reality TV people and like the classless ones, you're actors, you're up here. And now they're just down in the trenches with the rest of the fucking plebs and shitholes. I mean, clearly it's for attention, but you need to understand in Hollywood, they're like, yes, keep selling your soul, give more, show them your clitoris next. Yes, extract everything we can from her until she's a husk of a human who is then wanting to end her life. And we've done our work. And then all the fans are like, I don't care if she ends her life one day eventually, so long as I get my rocks off. Like, nobody gives a shit. So everyone talks about the European breast exposure shit. I've been to Europe. All the guys are like, yes, yes, sex, sex. I'm sorry, men are visual. I don't know why we have to make believe. I like to play magical pretend that people aren't getting boners when I flaunt myself naked in front of them. Like, what? Are we really playing this game? I've been to the nude beaches in Europe. It's full of gross men. Like, I'm thinking of fucking your butt. Like, it is not like we don't care at all. They're literally, it's disgusting. I was young. I was like, even like Cape Town, South Africa, outside of Kaapstad, Camps Bay, was the nude beaches. And the models were like, let's go. And it was just men like, yeah, I'm thinking about fucking you. Like, that's all it is. Just because it's out doesn't mean all the guys are behaving themselves. Men are fucking visual. And I don't know why we're like, we're going to program out thousands of years of biology and pretend that they're not, just so I can do what I want. But it's only men that cheer, or women that cheer other women on to do this because they know it brings down their value to high quality men. They know it does. I'm so grateful that my husband stuck around for me. Gosh, is it pretty out? I wish I could show you guys, but I'm not switching this camera around. When people come up to me in public with my husband and bring up my Playboy, I die inside of humiliation. Now, prior, I was with someone that used me as a trophy. They didn't love me. They didn't value me. I have someone who loves and values me, and he's not like, yay, another guy who touched his wiener to you. Like, it's not a thing. It brings down my value. I'm sorry. It sucks. I have to accept I made a terrible decision for myself. I would have been just as beautiful in Playboy with fucking clothes on. I would have. And I have to live with this. There are times I'm up at night. I can't sleep because I'm like, I cannot erase my fucking mistakes. She's in her 20s. Wait until she's like in her 40s and she has a kid. Mama, is there a reason you showed everyone your nipples and your vagina? And she's going to be like, fuck. You don't raise normal kids when you were like hoeing out your body as a woman. I had to think if I ever had kids, they would go to school and they'd be like, we jerked off to your mom. We saw her naked. Your mom's a slutty mom. Your mom is naked. We're over here looking at your mom, Jim. Oh, look at her. Like, that's what would happen to kids. It doesn't matter if that's me now. I have to accept that there's consequences for my actions. And other women will cheer a woman on like this to have to live the way I am now, to the consequences of your actions. And I had to realize I would not be a good mother. I don't care what anyone says. If my mom was in Playboy twice and I had to live with that, it's hard enough to be a kid, let alone having the whole school tell you they jerk off to your mom. And you know they would, because kids are fucking cruel. You know what I mean? Russ, when you're out in public and someone comes up and they tell your wife how much they loved her in a thing where they got to look at all her body parts, do you feel good? Do you feel good? I used to think, well, I'm not sleeping with all of Hollywood. Who cares if I did Playboy twice? But I don't feel good about it now. I don't feel good about it now, but it's women will fucking cheer you straight into the tomb. They will cheer you on. Yes, queen. Yes. She's not missing something inside herself. She's surrounded by the degenerates in Hollywood going, oh my God, it's so fashionable. Show them your butthole next and then spread it open and let them see inside. That is Hollywood. And then, of course, the guys, like, I'm not going to fault you for being men. You're like, but it's the women who know damn well what they're doing. Cheering that. Well, she's gorgeous with clothes on. Yes, I'm passing out candy tonight to the local wildlife. When you have a girlfriend that's telling you to do OnlyFans, to do Playboy, to walk around in public with your fucking tits out, that's not a friend. That's someone sabotaging your worth to yourself when you get old enough to realize what you're doing is fucking stupid. And to sabotage your worth to good men out there. Because good men, do you really think good men line up and they're like, what I want most of all is a woman who's spent a ton of time naked for every guy to see. I want to walk around and have every guy know every contour of my wife's body intimately. That's what I want. Is that what you guys look for? A bear ringing my doorbell. That he would just tear through the fucking window. What you got in here, bitch? I speak from experience. I'm not slamming her. She is wrapped up in the same world that I once was. Surrounded by people who will cheer on your demise as long as they can make some fucking money. It's all they care about. It's all they care about. And it sucks. I don't like that. There we go. What is this? There. Why is this happening? There. Better. Kanye shows his wife for his own validation. Clearly, he has no value for her. As someone who was with someone who was fine with me showing off my body, it was clear this person did not value me at all. I was not loved. I was not cherished. I was not valued. I am coming towards her as like, let me be your girl. Let me tell you the truth. Let me help you. If you ever want to be in love and to be happy, I did say show your butthole. listening to everyone cheer you on to expose the very heart of your soul is not it, baby. It's just not it. You know what I mean? I think she's beautiful and she's surrounded by the same fucking idiots I was surrounded by, and they just literally cheer on you looking like shit and sell your soul, sell your soul, sell your soul. But I put those globes there because I can't show that on my stream. But yeah, she's a pretty lady. And you know what? That dress would have been really pretty if it was not completely sheer like a negligee. Yes, we're totally teaching young girls. I don't understand women. Don't sexualize me. But all I do is spread my actual asshole in public. But don't sexualize me. Here's my nipples. Well, in Europe, it's not like that. How many nude beaches have you been to in Europe? Just out of curiosity. Because I was very young and I went to them and I got very uncomfortable very fast because every guy there was like, my dick is hard. Swear to God. It was not like we don't even care about boobs. Since when? Have you been anywhere on planet Earth where red-blooded males like, oh, we're above caring about boobs? We don't think about fucking people at all when we see boobs. We just think about, the sky. Because we're just, so advanced over here. It's so stupid. People are so dumb. It makes me crazy. It really does. It makes me absolutely crazy how disingenuous people are. They're just so full of shit. Or they'll be like, boobs are for milk. Really? Then why do men think about them all fucking day? Riddle me that, motherfucker. Is there a reason men sit there like boobs, 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 naked boobs, 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 boobs? It's all they do. I can't walk around my house ever without my husband grabbing me. Always boobs. Just grab, 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 and then let me get in that bra. It's never like, oh, those don't exist. Oh, I'm above that. I don't sexualize boobs. It's just nonstop. Like, so what's up with your boobs? What are those doing today? What are you doing with those today? I'm 100% with you with the disingenuousness of everything. Bad faith arguments everywhere all the time now because women hate each other. And they want someone like her to devalue themselves because she has value, because she's pretty and she has big cha-chas. So women who are jealous will claim they're not jealous and cheer her on to keep making a fool of herself and doing bad things, bad life choices that devalue her soul, her character, all of it. They will cheer her on. Well, she needed more than just coverage on her nipples. That is too sheer. That was, why even wear anything? Do I think her boobs are fake? No, because they sag. Unless she had a terrible surgeon. And when I say sag, I mean, there's a natural, they don't stay 13 when you're 28. You know what I mean? Gravitational pull. Our bodies start to slowly die after 27. That's a lot of weight on her chest. Yeah, it's gravity. But I'm not talking about like, the red woman from Game of Thrones when she takes her fucking necklace off. I'm just talking about, there is a natural slope. I don't know, man. I've taken to just flashing my husband once in a while to keep his love tank filled when there's no time for anything else. Works like a charm. I can't do that. If I walk around naked, it's like sex. Like, I'm just trying to get dressed. Or like if I'm walking through naked to go get underwear and change for the day, I'm on Twitch right now. My husband's like knocking shit off on the floor and he's like, you drop things. And then it's never just like, hey, I can get changed. Hey, I could do this. It's always like, when do you have to be where you're going? I'm like, oh my gosh. And that's why when people are like, European men, you can flash your boobies out to them, like, no. Just because they see them all the time does not change the fact that all they're thinking about is sex. Like, I'm sorry. If a guy is not thinking about sex all the time or sexualizing boobs, he's gay. And it's okay to be gay. Oh, hey, Dr. Sarcasm. Yeah, I'm on Twitch whenever I do my multi-streams. My husband just came back to Twitch. And I'm going to convince everyone who's not on Twitch to start a Twitch account and to link their Amazon Prime to it. So you could give my husband a free sub every month and help support us. It would be awesome. I did it before. Not the red woman with her necklace off. Yeah, she was hot as hell. And then she's like, bleh, bleh. But everyone's saying I don't see what people see in this chick. You know, it's not rocket science, people. And that's why when women are like, you're being mean and judgmental to her, I'm like, how? I'm saying she's beautiful. She's not supermodel beautiful. She's like the number one hot cheerleader pretty, which is its own certain beauty. You know what I mean? Yes, Madeline. Yeah, she's just like, that is the varsity cheerleader head chick that you remember from high school. And bitches who are like, I don't see what people see in them. You're just a fucking jealous old skag. That's all it is. Stop being a jealous old skag. I'm an old skag and I'm not jealous. She's very pretty. I just think she looks hotter in clothes. Like, that's hot. This is hot as fuck. Okay, is there a guy in here that looks at that and goes, no, that's not hot? That's not hot. I don't know if I believe that she works on her own trucks and stuff. Guys, I don't really believe anything celebrities say, and I'm going to tell you that you should not either. Please don't. Please, please, please don't. My wife gets mad but knows that I find her attractive. My husband is amazing. Hi, baby. If he finds another woman attractive, it's been almost 11 years of us together, he does not show it. I have been with guys that I could read like an open book, right? I sell Avon, by the way, and I'm about to do Avon stuff to my face, and I'd love to be your Avon lady, if you don't mind. But my husband, he plays his cards close to his chest. He ain't fucking around. And I love him for it. I love him for it. I put all my sexual energy, everything, into my husband. I don't fantasize about other people. I don't think about other people. I don't go, oh, hey, this is my get out of jail free card. I've always found that so odd. Also, my husband and I did discuss, I'm in a position, like when we met, we were in LA, and he's like, people who play that game, he's like, you know, we're out here in LA. He had like actresses chasing him around, especially when they found out he and I hooked up, because, you know, women are scandalous. And, you know, I could have had my pickings of anyone out there too. So I'm like, why would we even do this when it's a possibility for both of us to just go out and do something with someone. I don't have any friends that see this chick and think, nah, not my type. Right. Right? I mean, my husband would say that. You know why? I bet you this bitch doesn't make homemade pizzas. Bet she doesn't spend 5 hours in the fucking kitchen roasting pumpkin seeds and making homemade dark chocolate and semi-sweet with milk chocolate peanut butter cups and calzones and fucking stuffed shells and cheese with Italian sausage. Betcha she doesn't do any of that. Now I do that, and I sleep with my husband. Sometimes when it's that time of the month and I'm like not in the mood and I'm feeling like crap, I'm like, oh shit, I better service you. He'll laugh because like if I go to leave town and I'm like, oh, I'm leaving town, never leave home with never leave a loaded weapon at home. That's my saying. He's like, what? I'm like, get in the bedroom. Never leave a loaded weapon at home. Not happening. I love my husband. I want him to be happy. Know what I mean? Straight dude here. Sydney in the formal dresses is a hottie. Certainly in that one. She wears them all. Classic hottie. Yes! She's va va voom. That's Sydney Sweeney with clothes on. My preferable look for her. You know, back in my day, you would get 6 figures for posing in Playboy. You wouldn't just waltz the red carpet showing everyone your titties. But I guess today, you just waltz the red carpet and you just show everyone your titties for free. Time and place. Playboy, that would be the place and the time. Red carpet, I would say, is not the time to have your whole ass titties out. And nipples. Whole thing. Big ass titty nipples. Sydney Sweeney, let me be your friend. Stop doing this and you're going to get a high quality dude. I stopped doing this shit and I got me a high quality dude and he's hot as fuck. And we are in love and in lust. And I make him calzones. And today, I don't know what kind of pizza I'm going to be making. I have to do something. Guys, do I make tacos? Do I make enchiladas? Do I make pizza? Like, what the fuck am I making my husband today? The world is their oyster. I already made the peanut butter cups. But I'm like, I don't know what to feed him today. I love enchiladas. I fucking love them. With chips and salsa and guacamole. Yeah, it's so fucking good. No taco pizza. I do like taco burrito taco. Like some places will have a burrito with a taco in it. Like it's a taco, but in burrito form. And anytime I see it, I don't care if I'm 43 years old. I don't care. I don't care where I am. I don't care who's around me. I'm like, taco burrito taco. Like I get so fucking excited for it. Cultural appropriation. Fuck yeah, I appropriate all your food, Mexico. Fuck off. Maybe make shitty food like the British. If you don't want people to be obsessed with it, consider that. Consider making garbage food. And then you don't have to worry about fucking white people like me wanting to eat all your food. How dare you appropriate our culture? Bitch, make shitty food. Of course I'm going to appropriate that shit. It's delicious, you fucks. That's why everyone's like, I'm Italian, pizza pie. I'm Italian. I'm not like, oh, I'm so upset. You're pretending you're, a Dago. I'm like, it's great. Because our food is fucking amazing. My grandma, full-blooded Calabrian. Calabria, Italy. Full-blooded. Her whole family full-blooded. She raised me on garlic bulbs. And Bostina. Okay, Bostina. I didn't know that everyone didn't eat Bostina. Hold on. Okay. So, pastina which means little pasta, is a category of tiny Italian pasta shapes used in soups, broths, and comfort food dishes. I just thought everyone ate pastina. And I was like, I used to have it for breakfast. Like this shit right here. Like every morning. Pastina with like milk and stuff. It's little pastas. P sounds like pastina, right? Here we are. Classic blue soup pasta. Where's the pastina? There it is. There it is, baby. There the fuck it is. Yeah, baby. Yeah. So you could make it. Let's see. Let's see. Pastina breakfast. How would you have it for breakfast? Can be prepared for breakfast in both savory and sweet dishes, often served as a warm, comforting porridge. So my Dago grandma would be like, good morning, here's your pastina. And I thought everyone ate it with butter, with cheese. You put cinnamon in that shit. I truly thought. And then all my friends and Matt was like, I've never even heard of that. What's up, Immortal Sin? And I'm like, dude, pastina is a fucking thing. So with egg and cheese pastina. Okay. Savory. Let's go sweet. So with sugar, vanilla extract, and salt. See, we had it with that, with cinnamon and other spices. So it's like a Dago sweet. Grits are like that for Southerners. Yeah, but, and it's almost like Christmas Eve. I wasn't aware. I thought everyone celebrated Christmas on Christmas Eve. And the reason I thought this is Italians don't want to take away from Jesus's birthday. Christmas is about Jesus, right? You don't get together with your family. You certainly aren't sitting there drinking. You go to mass. It is about Jesus Christ, right? So then we would have like 100+ people, all family, of course, because all Italians do is breed, except for me, because Mr. Duck Sauce was like, I'm cool with not having kids. And I was like, okay, I'm old anyway. And shit was broken for a while, so now we're just too old. But we would have these huge parties with trays and trays of lasagna. And then Matt's like, well, we would just have turkey and ham again. Pastina when you're sick. Yes. We would just have turkey and ham again on Christmas. I'm like, but you just fucking ate that on Thanksgiving. You fucking Vikings. You Nordic fucks. What do you mean you just eat the same shit? He thought I was crazy when we first met. I'm like, listen, let me do the Calabrian Italian knot cookies. He didn't like those. And let me do homemade from scratch pans of lasagna. And I flipped this Nordic motherfucker in 2 seconds. He was just like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, motherfucker. Like he started eating my lasagna, and now everyone's like, lasagna? He's like, it's my wife. It's her grandma's like Italian oatmeal. That's right, Mish. That's what pastina is. Lasagna for Christmas is great. Yeah, because then the next day you have the lasagna there, and I would have it for breakfast. But now I like to have cookies and shit for breakfast. Let's do snail mucin. Let's do snail mucin on my face. A little bit more of my Belief toner, my moisturizing toner. I need to do something spoopy since it's like fucking Halloween. So a little snail goo, snail jisms on my face. Look at my old ass. Look how close I have this camera. Who fucking does this to themselves on the internet? I'm an Avon lady, by the way. That's how I make a living, is I sell Avon. I just steal this camera again. When my husband wasn't streaming, I took all his streaming stuff. And now we we all know what it looks like. You don't, we all know All of us know exactly what this looks like. We don't have to say it, family. It's just a little duck sauce. Oh boy. Oh shit. Okay. But it makes me look young, so it's worth it. It's worth how naughty it looks when you put it on. It's just worth it, you guys. It's worth it. I love snail goo. And let's do Belief Moisturizing Eye Balm. What the fuck is that? I've never opened that in my life. Never opened that in my life. So yeah, I saw Avon. I totally want to show you guys some of the Christmas stuff I just got from Avon. It's in my Avon store. Oh, I gotta go get it. It sucks ass that I have to get up. It fucking sucks. Can't you people come and pick this up for me? This is red. It's not orange. Tis red. Okay. Let me carry all this shit over here. I went shopping. I'm my own best customer. Kind of sucks. Like, you guys could shop with me if you want, but it's always me just shopping with me. So I love Christmas countdowns, and they had this little guy, and I needed a little guy for my shelf downstairs. So this is my little Christmas countdown guy. I really love Avon's Christmas Village stuff. I have a whole Harry Potter village. I just don't put it up because my fucking cats are like, Harry, no. And I'm like, get the fuck away from Hagrid. And they're like, we love to fuck with this and take it away. So I'm like, But I thought this was cute. And it has the optional for a plug-in or batteries. It sings songs. I wish I had a plug-in thing so I could turn it on and get it all lit up. But I was like, I need this shit in my fucking life. Hell yeah. So now I got it. Ooh. Does this spin? Stop it. Does that spin? I don't even know. But I hope it does. But I love these little Christmas villages. When Matt's mom comes here, God help me. So batteries cost a lot of money. And I love Mama Duck. I love her. But they cost a lot of money. So I only light up all my battery powered Christmas stuff Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. This bitch comes here, and the day after Thanksgiving for an entire week, she lights every single thing and kills all the fucking batteries. So then I have to spend like $100 because Mama Duck has to fucking light every damn thing in my house. Now, this has batteries too, and it sings. I'm obsessed with snow globes. And I love this because I'm like, that's our house. That's our little log cabin. It's got a little church in there, but it's surrounded by little log cabins. And I was like, I need this snow globe. I fucking need it. For Christmas Eve, Mom would make 2 kinds of soups. Salad. Who fucking eats salad on Christmas? You know what? I'm going to judge your mother. I hope you don't mind. My aunt would bring like vegetable platters and salads to our fucking Christmas Eve. Oh, I bought these 4 little Santas. I love tchotchkes, guys. I love tchotchkes to put on shelves. I just love them, so I buy them. Anyway, so she would bring salads and shit. And my uncles are savages. Savages. And they would sit there and be like, what's this lettuce for? She's like, I brought a salad. No one would eat it. And they would just mock the salad and point at it and laugh while they're like eating cookies and lasagna. And they're like, look, she brought salad. And then my other Italian uncle's like, yeah, she's American, meaning she ain't Italian, bringing that motherfucking salad in here. Nobody wants that on Christmas. Who brings a fucking salad? Oh my God. Okay. My favorite year for Christmas was I had an aunt bring a vegetable platter married in. So I have eight aunts, actually 10 aunts and uncles, 7 uncles, and then there's my mom, and then stepchildren. Yes, it's Glamdring. Where is it? There it is. Glamdring, Gimli, son of Gloin, and back there at Balrog. What is Italian flag cookies? Anyway, so my aunt brings this shit. And my grandma's like so sweet. She's like, oh, thank you. Oh, okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. We'd have those too. Thank you so much for bringing this. And then at the end of the party, it was still there. And my grandma just was like, okay, and threw it right into the garbage. We did not wait all year for Christmas time for that shit. So these are my favorite things from Avon. They have battery packs, so this will light up. It says let it snow. They have big legs, so I put them on my stairs. I'll show you guys all my Christmas decorations later this year when I have them all up. But I bought all that from my Avon store. We have one of these that used to do voice recordings. What do you think my husband did? There's voice recordings. One goes, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. And it sounds professional. And then it's just like every time you walk by it. Merry Christmas. Oh my God. Do you know how many batteries I'd have to recharge? And it's only once a year, so fuck that. Right, Russ? Very satisfying telescoping sound. Look, it's me and my husband when we were like 5 and then, puberty. We do Italian knot cookies. Let's say Bastina's up Italian knot cookies Calabrian. All right. Calabrian Italian knot cookies. Let's see. Replace screen. Where are they? No, I need an image. I need an image. They kind of look like this. Kind of look like that. I think this is it. There it is. We'd put powdered sugar on them. Oh no, that has they look like this with powdered sugar all over them. They're good for dunking in coffee. They were never my favorite, but I made them because I missed my grandma. And then Matt was like, these aren't that fucking good. It's like, okay. But they were for all the Dagos to take home and dunk in their coffee the next day. Matt was like, be careful with the D word. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, pay as the day goes. That's why people would call Italians that, because, they were seen as second-class citizens when they came over. So it's just something my family says. WAP. Dago. And none of us are offended. But I guess people who aren't Italian are offended if someone raised by a full-blooded Italian says these things. I say make fun of everyone. Like, to me, there's no forbidden words. Once you start saying there's forbidden words, I'm like, you're just gatekeeping. You should just make fun of everyone and everything. And if you can't do that, fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, I love Dave Chappelle's always ripping on Asians because his wife is Asian. He's always ripping on them. Non-stop. It's kind of great. I should just smoke out my eyes today and do some ridiculous, absurd horror makeup for Halloween. Because you know the chicks, we always dressing like hoes for Halloween. It is a true story. I'm a sexy bunny. I used to go to the Playboy Mansion for Halloween. One year I went as Alex DeLarge from Clockwork Orange. Hef loved it because he loves Stanley Kubrick. But it was so funny because, you know, I'd go to the mansion to people watch because it's the ultimate people watching. It's like slut apocalypse. It's great. It's just amazing. But every chick's like, I'm a sexy ladybug. I'm a sexy devil. I'm a sexy angel. I'm a sexy butterfly, right? Like no thought. I'm a sexy pirate. I'm a sexy. I walked in with a big fucking dick codpiece as Alex DeLarge from A Clockwork Orange. Let's see. Can I find it? Alex DeLarge. Yeah, that would be it. I think that's actually the night I went. So that's me with a big fucking codpiece. There she is. Fuck it, right? Just wear a big diaper codpiece everywhere. It was effing, look at it. It was effing hilarious. I mean, everyone rubbed it like a bald head for good luck. It was like anyone that saw it, they instantly were like, I touch it. I'm like, what is going on? Like, no matter where I went. Hey, there's me and Lord Vader. You know, because all of that makes sense. Why not? Why not? I literally will just Google myself if I need to find things I've done before. I'm just like, oh, I guess I'll Google. Like, oh, Catwoman. Yeah, sure. I did that. You're dressing up as a dinosaur. Anyway, back to the Hef story. So I walk in and all these chicks are looking at me like, ew, look at her costume. And I could see it on their faces. And Hef sees me. He's like, I love it. Meanwhile, all these chicks were like sitting there trying to get his attention because they're like, I want to be in Playboy. I'll do anything. Hef, look at me. I didn't even have to try or wear something slutty. Hef was just like, you have the best costume here. Straight up, just told me this is the best costume. Every sexy bunny and sexy butterfly, they were so mad. Guys, I thought I was going down. I'm like, these bitches do not like me. That is for sure. They ain't having this. They ain't liking this. All right. How shall I do this? Hi, Dawn. Hello, friend. Oh, are you sniffing on the Avon stuff? You can't even get by here. Come on. How would you like a kiss? Come over here. She's like, I can't even get through here. Come on. Come here. My good friend. No, you're in the wrong way. Come over here. Yes. She's so beautiful. Were you drinking water? Because you always drink water, get it all over your face, and then you want to rub it on your mom. No, you go over there. You go over there. You shoo. Go on, go lay down. She's got like water. She was just guzzling water. And she'll come right up to me and be like, hey, can I drool that all over you? It'll be great. It'll be so amazing when I do that. Yeah, I put thought into my costume and they did not. And plus, Halloween's supposed to be spoopy. So what's spoopier than fucking Alex DeLarge, the rapist psychopath from Clockwork Orange? Right? I liked my Lily cosplay, but guys, I had an issue with it. So I hated my implants in it. If I wore it today, it might be okay. But I hated. I wanted Mia Sarah's chest, which is right there, right? That's what my mind said. And instead, I got this absurd fake boobs. I was so mad about it. I was so mad. I was not happy. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I love that line from Wednesday Addams. Truly. My dog drips all over the floor and I always step in it. My favorite is after Luna will sit there and she'll drink, a bunch of her water. And she'll stand there with it like drooling out of her mouth. But the cat was sitting next to her, like, oh, hey, how's it going? And she'll turn her head and the cat will literally just get a fucking shower of Luna's drool. And I laugh so hard every effing time. So this is our Vixen palette. And I figure I can go a little slutty today with my makeup. It is Halloween. I just don't want it all over my face because I'll forget in the kitchen and go like this. Like I was thinking about doing a pumpkin. I'm like, I am just going to smear that on my hands and then put it in like pizza dough or something. Which, by the way, you guys haven't helped me figure out if I make tacos or enchiladas or pizza today. I'm just really wondering what to do. Maybe pizza. And we always eat calzones and then we never finish our pizza, which really bothers me because I make some sick pizza, you guys. Like, it's ridiculous. It's so good. So I'm like, do I make calzones or do I just make 2 pizzas? But then I'm like, do I make some Chicago thin crust pizza? Like 2 of those and then like a large New York pizza. And that way it's like multitudes of pizzas. It's so hard to make these decisions, guys. I mean, truly, it's really hard. It's hard to be me. It's hard to be a fat ass on Halloween because I was just going to do the splurge stuff this weekend. And Matt's like, it's fucking Halloween, dude. Like, we have to eat like shit. And I'm like, oh, he's probably right. Last night, he wanted to go ham on the peanut butter cups we made. I ate like 6 of them. These peanut butter cups are like 2 peanut butter cups in each one. And Matt's like, I could have kept going, but I stopped because you stopped. And I'm like, dude, we ate like 12 peanut butter cups in a row. I was like fucking full. My whole body was like, stop. Don't do this anymore. Don't do it. Enchiladas sounds so good, but it's Friday, so pizza would be great. Why does pizza always feel like, yeah, I make all my own dough. Why does pizza always feel like a Friday thing? Can someone help me with that? I was talking about Jeffree Star yesterday. Was I? Yeah, no, I know he has a huge makeup company that does really fucking well. Like, really well. All right, let me put some eyeliner on. This is fun. Little eyeliner. Really, really well. Like, wish I had his problems. I'm just an Avon lady. I sell fucking Avon. Do you guys want some? It's what I do. I love Avon, but I don't fucking own it. I ain't making that paper. Someone at Avon is, but it ain't me. Probably the CEO would be my guess. That's who's bringing home the paper. Let's see. Maybe a little silver in the center. That's fun. That's ridiculous. Have you shared your dough recipe? I have so many of them. Like, which one? What are we talking about? Let's see if I can remember my New York dough recipe. 9.5 grams of sugar, 3 grams of instant yeast, 521 grams of water, 813 grams of bread flour. The salt, fine sea salt, not kosher, not table salt. I think it's 2 teaspoons and a fourth, I think. I forget the grams of that. So shame on me for that. Shame on me for that. I'm usually really good at remembering everything, but I didn't remember that. This is fun. This is very prostitute-y, right? Right? Oh, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Stir it all up. Knead it for 5 minutes. Put the bowl over it. Let it sit for 30 minutes. Knead it again for 5 minutes. Put the bowl over it. Let it sit for 40 minutes. And then put it into your fridge in little Tupperwares for at least 2 days. You want it to ferment. You want it to ferment. I hope these people get their SNAP. I don't want people ambushing me for a load of my truck screaming, mine, mine, mine. Have you ever thought about how much more money you would keep every year if you didn't have to feed all the people on SNAP? We all know damn well, like 80% of them are abusing the system. I grew up with people doing it. I grew up with people who wouldn't marry their dude and who were abusing the system and were fucking proud of it. You know what I mean? Think of how much the government takes out of your check for 80% of the people on food stamps doing that. And here's what's crazy, because I asked Grok, the majority of people on food stamps actually vote Democratic. So them blaming it on Trump, even though they could vote on something and they could get it today, but they're the ones holding out. Them blaming it on Trump doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter what side you're on. Like, I'm looking at this logistically. If my constituents, the majority of them that were not going to get this, voted for me, and they were going to lose that, how would that affect the people in office right now? Like, none of it makes sense. I'm like, all of these people don't. I hate politicians, but when you like listen to everything they're lying about, I'm like, wait a minute. None of this makes fucking sense. Billionaires are abusing the system most. The thing that I can't stand is everyone blaming everything on billionaires and no one taking personal responsibility. Something like $180 billion a year go to food stamps, and shit tons of illegals are on it, like Afghani people that came here that weren't properly vetted and stuff. Because for me personally, I want to know you don't want to marry a 12-year-old and that you think women aren't worthless cattle. Like, I feel like that's a requirement to live in America, that you don't think of women as worthless cattle and that you're not pro 12-year-old marriage. Like, we already have enough of those here. We don't need more. But I mean, the government steals about 30% of our paychecks. At what point do we consider this slavery? right? If someone's stealing your money to give to other people, and I understand, like, I want people to be okay and all this other stuff, but when you really look at how much they're stealing from us, and, my friend who was on welfare, she's like, they designed the system to keep you on it. She's like, the second you start doing well, where you can maybe get out of it, she's like, you get punished immediately. And then you're left with the choice of, do I just go back to, needing to live off everyone else's teeth? It's almost like Social Security. Like, pretty soon all the boomers are going to be cashing out. Well, no one's had kids. And what no one wants to talk about is once the boomers start extracting all the Social Security for themselves, that comes out of our paychecks, but there's no generation under us to put in for us to ever get it. So we're never going to get it. We're going to have to pay into it. But us ourselves will never, ever get a dime of Social Security. So then, it feels like there's a million problems, but no one wants to address them. Like, we all know that the food stamp program is a problem. It's been abused forever. But instead of addressing it, we just keep floating it forever. We all know that lobbyists, people paying off politicians to like pass laws and stuff, we know it's a big problem. It never gets fixed. My biggest issue when I used to be in a political party, which, don't hate me, but I was a Democrat. My biggest issue is, instead of holding ourselves accountable, we're like, Republicans do this and that, point the finger at them, never fix anything with us. We're perfect. It's their fault. And I'm like, that's not how you ever fix anything. No wonder why everyone's an asshole piece of shit. I was like, fuck all of you. I'm out. I am done. Bunch of fucking assholes. Meanwhile, you can't convince me that AOC and like all these Republicans aren't laughing with each other and smoking cigars. Like, I feel like it's all really bad theater. Like, they're not even good actors, but for some reason everyone believes them. Like, oh yeah, totally, this is all real. Like, listen to the way they talk. None of it sounds real. None of it sounds genuine. It's not even believable. It's so bad. It's just embarrassing when you listen to them. Be like, we need to stand up and fight, and we need to do that. I'm like, Chuck Schumer, you don't mean a fucking word that you say. Neither do you, Ted Cruz, you motherfuckers. This is our Vixen palette. I can't believe all the people bragging that they're going to rob stores. Like, I feel like I would be arrested if I did that. I don't understand why so many people just get to do whatever the fuck they want and have no consequences to their actions. It's wild to me. Like, when I grew up, I followed rules, it's just wild to me. What is fucking going on? All right, a little bit more eyeliner here for my little Halloweeny Avon makeup. I don't even know if it's Halloweeny. It's just kind of slutty. Just doing really slutty makeup, guys. I'm over here looking like a slut. But that's why I'm not willing to fight with anyone over politics, because I don't think either side are genuine at all. And, my husband went off social media forever. And I got to tell you, his quality of life, not being outraged all the time, not being sucked into the machine, clearly went up. He was clearly living better than I was. It was plain as day. They sucked the life and happiness out of us and pit us against each other so that they're never held accountable. And then every one of us is just fucking miserable all the time. And that's the name of the game. Seems to be. But yeah, I would say my husband's life quality went up a lot. He started streaming again on Twitch, much to me saying he should. I just think he could build something good. Also, I don't trust voiceover right now with AI. I just don't. I'm not feeling good about it, guys. I have a bad feeling. And I'm like, oh, baby, I really enjoyed listening to him play video games with Virus on there. Virus is a guy my husband used to play video games with back in the day. I told him he needs to play World of Warcraft again with Mike for the lulz and the nostalgia. But I'm like, I have a bad feeling about things. Like, who knows how long... Like, is anyone going to need an Avon lady in a few years? They'll be like, oh, I just asked AI. Fuck you. Oh, my God. Help. I have a bad feeling about all of this, you guys. Really bad. But I was like, you need to go back on there, motherfucker. Plus, he's funny. And he's entertaining. And it makes me feel like, I don't know, when we met and I fell in love with him, like, oh my gosh, when they banned his channel the other day, I cried. I was like, that's where I met my fucking husband. I mean, technically he met me on mine, but you know what I mean? Like, the first time I ever saw him was on his stream. I was like, oh my God, he's so sexy. He plays WoW. He can't be real. He has to be fake. He has to be a fake human being. This can't be a real human being. It doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. But everyone would always tell me, hot chicks don't play WoW. You're a dude. I do not have an amazing voice, Susan. I live with a movie trailer guy. He's got such a good core of viewers. Came back to 1,000 viewers after being gone for so long. We'll see. A lot of people, they'll lose interest in 2 days, and there'll probably be 50 people on there. It was AI that banned him. AI. And it was not a real thing that they were banning him for. So he got his account back. I got a fucking cat hair. Hold on. These fucking cats. There it is. Thank you, Jesus, for letting me get that. That is a long, skinny, thin cat hair. Those motherfuckers. They're so cute. But guys, they're going to kill me with this cat hair. I swear to gosh. They're going to be the end of me. Let's go right in here. I mean, I look like Pam Anderson when she wasn't letting go of the sex symbol stuff when she was like 50 with this makeup on. That's a Halloween costume. That's me. Old lady not accepting that she's fucking old and wearing slut makeup. It's me. What are you? Desperate old lady. That's what I am today. I'm a desperate old lady. Wait until I get my husband a haircut. It's going to blow your guys' mind. Everyone says how young he looks. It'll make you sick how fucking young this guy looks when he gets his haircut. I get so upset because people will straight up be like, oh, you're a cougar. And I'm like so offended because we're the same age, but everyone thinks he's like fucking 30. And they think I'm like old. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I've cried about it. In his arms as he's like, you're beautiful. Like everyone thinks I'm like a fucking grandma and a cradle robber. Mutton dressed as lamb. Yeah. What's my cat doing? I don't know. I think he's watching Matt work out. Hold on. Let me check over here. Let me check real quick. Cat. that. Oh, that's a good frost out there. Nope. They're all downstairs with my husband in the gym. Look at this shirt. This is an extra large. Look at how I dress. I dress this way because I can eat pizza and shit. And it doesn't matter because it's all baggy. So then my stomach can be like, blah. Because, okay, Matt's mom comes here for Halloween. Or not Halloween, Thanksgiving. And she's like, hey guys. Hey there. Just, just wearing my super skinny clothes. I got my like abs sticking out. And I'm like, do you plan on eating? Who fucking wears that? And she just laughs at me. And I'm like, but it, like, in 2 bites, I would have like a fucking pregnancy stomach because I'm skinny. So I take 2 bites of something, hey Bruce, and I look fucking pregnant. Abba Zabba, you my only friend. We can look older with glasses or we can walk into walls. I just look old and I'm okay with it. Like, I just look old. It is what it is. Let's do a little love at first slash. I'm a fucking old lady. And I shake my fist at kids these days. And I tell Sydney Sweeney to put her fucking actual tits away when she's outside. But, in my defense, in my day, people did not walk the red carpet with their whole ass titties out. That was not a thing. I'm telling you, you guys, for it to be a thing today, I am telling you, they are going to start showing mounds and pubes in a few years because they have to get more shocking, more shocking, more shocking. Well, if you're walking around with your whole ass titties out, what's next? It's got to be some pubes. It's got to be some pubes. Pubes are next. It has to be. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Why would it not? We watched the new Conjuring last night, and it was fun. I love the main bitch in it. She's like 52 years old. She's fucking hot. Matt taught me the name of the actor, Patrick Wilson. I just call him Night Owl. Every time we see a movie, I'm like, oh, hey, Insidious, Night Owl's in this. It's like he's got a name. I'm like, Daniel, Night Owl. I just, that's who he is to me, motherfucker. There it is. There it is. Putting on lots of mascara so I can look like a hoe today. Just look like a hoe. Let's see. Maybe illuminating primer. Let us illuminate my face. Come on, get out of there. There we go. I mean, I look very slutty. I'm going to go up to my husband when I'm done and be like, do I look like a whore? And I know what he'll say. My whore. Babe, do I look like a fucking whore? Would you fuck me? Sorry. Silence of the Lambs. It's just on my mind because it's Halloween. Not trying to be nasty. There we go. That's ridiculous what I did to my eyes. I have no makeup on my face. Maybe I feel like if I put Vera Farmiga is in a metal band like Evanescence. I mean, is it any good? I think that's great. She's in a metal band, but is it any good? it puts the snail jizz on its face or else it gets the hose again. That is true. Kim Kardashian is already making pube underwear. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with that bitch? There's no amount of money on earth that would make me want to be Kim Kardashian. I'm sorry. She's been married 75 times. She looks fucking miserable. She has to deal with Kanye West all the time. Oh, hell no. I am good. And her mother. And then she makes fucking merkin underwear. What? We watched the first episode of the Ed Gain story, and I could already tell that they sensationalized it a bit, and then I completely lost interest because of that. Can I get some tinted moisturizer or something for my face here? What's going on here? No, I don't want full-on makeup. I just want... There it is, baby. Just want a little tinted moisturizer. I've heard nothing good about the Ed Gaines. Well, I know the whole story. I mean, this guy is who inspired Buffalo Bill and the mother and son dynamic of the movie Psycho. Like, that's how fucking crazy bro is. He's not okay, you guys. He's not good. So when I watched it, I was like, this is just like them adding a bunch of shit that doesn't exist. And I don't really care. All right, let's do a little multi-balm and beach blush. Little hoe blush for my little hoe face. Look at me hoeing. What are you today? I am an aging whore. I'm an aging former sex symbol that no one wants to see dressed this way anymore. That's what I am for Halloween. There we go. You know, you like it. A little Glimmer Sticks lip liner. So what did we learn today, kids? I'm not jealous of Sydney Sweeney. I think she should put her tits away in public. I think women cheer each other on to do stuff like that because they want to devalue one another. Because we're jealous hoes. It's true. Birthday balm, lip cream, and Bella Cocate. I think pastina is very good and delicious. Lasagna on Christmas Eve is a must. And I need to seal this up. All right, setting spray. Let's go. Okay. I look particularly hoish today. Someone help. Why? Why do I look so hoey? I look pretty hoey. Are we still friends? Would you tell me, like, if we went out to eat, would you be like, dude, you kind of look like a prostitute? Or would you be that friend that's like, yes, queen, hoe it up? Which one? Which one are you? Which one are you? No, I don't have a slutty outfit on. I have to be married. I have to make my husband happy with me. And making him happy with me is not showing off my wares to others. I just get naked for him. When Jeffrey Dahmer was found out, I worked with a man whose nephew was one of his victims. It was horrific. It still makes me cry thinking about his reaction. When Netflix made that Jeffrey Dahmer show, I have chills right now. The way they were trying to humanize him, I was like, no, we're not watching this. Like, this is disgusting. Jeffrey Dahmer is a fucking monster. I don't know what it is with the justice system. I don't know what it is about Hollywood when they're like, we love serial killers and violent criminals and, oh, they had a bad childhood. I had a bad childhood. I don't do this shit to people. Get the fuck out of here. No, it's National Hoe Day. Welcome. But you know what I mean? Like, they're always letting criminals out on the streets. They're always trying to humanize them. And they do it with Disney, too. Oh, look at Cruella de Vil. Thank you, Nene. That's very sweet. Look at her. She's just misunderstood. No, fuck you. Fuck criminals. I don't understand this. And they're just constant. We don't have to live this way, you guys. I don't know why it's become socially acceptable to just be like, oh, yeah, they just constantly let criminals out on the streets and they just rampage everywhere and do whatever the fuck they want. It's totally fine. Like, when I was young, that's not what happened. You would get busted. You like fucking did one violent thing, you were busted. Like, I don't know what's happened. I like to be safe on the streets. And it's like all these DAs and judges are just like, yeah, just, let all the criminals out. And everyone's like normalized it to the point where we have Jeffrey Dahmer documentaries humanizing him. Fuck that guy. Fuck Ed Gein. Who gives a shit? Hey, it looks like I dyed my hair, but I didn't. There. She cut off way more than I was going for. Being safe to walk down the street is white privilege. Well, it looks like everyone wants a little bit of that, a little bit of white privilege. So we can all, here's the thing. And I don't want to get political, but I believe this. Liberals should be in charge of psychotherapy, psychology, therapy, all of that. It makes sense. It makes sense. You're full of empathy and compassion. But when liberals are like, we also want the justice system. Oh, coddle the criminals. Oh, their daddy was mean to them. No. You go into the therapy office and that's where you do that. This is why we need the yin and yang of Republicans and Democrats. You need it because Republicans should be like, we've got the justice system. And I'm cool with that. I want a liberal therapist that's going to give a shit about what I went through and, did my daddy not love me and, all that shit. That totally makes sense in therapy. It does not make sense on a judge's bench. It does not make sense with the DA. Like, fuck that, dude. Scissor happy beauticians are the worst. No, I actually liked it. Like, I don't like the length on me. I like the length longer. But the feeling of it, like, it feels so healthy that I was like, like, I'm not that crazy about hair. There are institutions that need more empathy and compassion. You know what I mean? Adrian, how do you win votes without appeasing to a demographic that benefit from soft on crime policies? Lock everyone up that's a piece of shit. I'm kind of done. Also, I am all for labor in prisons. Bring back the chain gangs, motherfuckers. Our railroad tracks aren't doing too well. Well, guess what? I know a whole bunch of fucking ass clowns that can rebuild them for us. Let's go, baby. Let's do it. I'm all for it. You know what, Torgo the White? You said liberals are already in charge of psychology. That's why it's so fucked up. They overemphasize that they can't actually be objective on what a person's problems are. I've been to a lot of therapy because I was really fucked up. I've had a lot of bad things happen to me. So I've been to a lot of therapy. The goal of therapy is to figure it out and stop going. Now, a lot of therapists are scam artists because they aren't fixing you. They want you to stay in there and bring them money. And I have a problem with that. That's fucked up. However, I went to a therapist and I joked to my friends. She probably wasn't, but I called her the Republican therapist and everyone was laughing. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, she wanted me to take personal responsibility. I'm like, she was like dual. We identified my issues, where they came from, what it stemmed from. And then she's like, well, now what are we going to do to fix it? What can you do to change this? Instead of just being like, you're a victim and all this other shit. And I literally went to crash course therapy with her and I was done after 3 months and I haven't been back since. She was just like, are you going to hold yourself accountable now? She's like, we know what stemmed these issues, where it comes from, but what are you going to do now to fucking change it? Figure it out and stop going. Thank you for 300 stars, Kristen. And you're right. You have to figure it out and stop going. You have to figure it out. But she was kind of like the yin and yang of the right and left. She's like, okay, you were a victim. That was sad. You went through this shit, but now you're continuing it and you're making choices every day to continue. That are just like, you're a victim. You're the victim. Yeah, we know that. Now, how can I be the victor? Well, this is my Halloween look, which is like something I would wear in my 20s. I'm a little old for this today, don't you think? A little old for this makeup. Don't I look like an old whore? Wearing too much makeup, trying to look sexy at 43 years old. I mean, my husband will think I'm sexy, but he will be streaming later today. For those of you who don't know, my husband has returned to Twitch. That's twitch.tv/ducksauce. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can hook it up to a Twitch channel and give him a free sub, which helps us financially. I hate you for it. It costs you nothing. You just have to re-sub every month, but I'll remind you. I'm like trying to get him to stick to streaming. I just don't trust AI and where we're going. 40 is not the new 20. 40 is 40. I am old. Why did he return to Twitch? Because he felt like it. And maybe with a little push from his wife. It's like, I miss him streaming. I miss his chat. I miss listening to him. He's so talented. I think my husband's so talented. I listen to him all day, have listened to him all day now for 11 years. Look at this. We should just keep that going. And I think he's the most interesting man in the world. My hair is gorgeous. Thank you. It's just hair. I don't do anything to it. I don't style it. Nothing. Hope you and your husband consider multi-streaming on Kick. I'm telling my husband this multi-stream. I have been telling him. Did he get a see-through chair? Yes, and a thong. And today he will be putting his butt on it for some tips. What is this? Got it. We need some tips. So I was like, you need to get your dick and balls on Twitch. I can't play Ark with him because I'm going to be making food. Guys, I'm in the kitchen a lot. It's a lot. I mean, a lot. And I love it. I love it. I love making food in my kitchen. Well, I got to get the fuck out of here. I want to thank you guys all for coming. My husband will be on in a little bit, probably like an hour is my guess. Maybe a 10. I don't know. I can hear him lifting weights downstairs. He's going to be all pumped up and he's going to be so hot. AdrianCurry.com is where you go. Let the guy do his own stream. Stop inserting yourself into it. It's desperate. So I'm literally sitting here telling my people to go to his stream. And then you're telling me I'm desperate for the guy that I've been sharing a bed with for 11 years, that I'm inserting myself into his stream. Like, if he was here, he would just tell you to fuck yourself. You realize that, right? Like, if my husband had an issue with anything I do and vice versa, we actually tell each other. I'll be like, hey, get the fuck out of here. I've told him, I'm like, get the fuck out of my kitchen. Your big lumbering ass in here. Get out. But here, I'll just ban you. Blocked. That's great. I love my husband. He's only there because of me. You would have no one to watch. He was going to delete his fucking Twitch years ago. And I was like, you are not going to do this. And then he's there because I'm like, you should start streaming again. You're very talented. I really miss it. And I really, really think that you could build this into something. I do. And he's Mr. Humble. And he's like, no one cares. I'm like, I think you could do something, dude. Because everyone's so tired of everything's overhyped. Everything's too much. Everyone's a character. No one's just themselves. Everyone's like going out of control, trying to go viral and all this stuff. I'm like, you can just be yourself, man. And not have to be this overhyped weirdo thing. And you're fun to watch. But it's also how I met him. So it holds a very special place in my heart. Twitch. Even though everyone has their issues with Twitch right now, I'm like, I get it. I understand. But it's where I met my husband, and I love him very much. It's also indoor work. That's got to be handy for Montana in November. Yes. He's such a dork. Glad you're on your case. He'll tell you. He deleted all his social media, and this man, like, became a better man. He always, it's like deconstructing any level of like narcissism or any, like, it's all gone. Any douchebaggery. And I didn't think he was a douchebag before, but he apparently thought he still kind of was. And he's just like, I think I'm a better person now. And I have to agree. Like, I really, truly believe my husband taking time for himself and not putting himself out there and just, living life helped him as a person. And I think he's a better man for it. Hi, little kitten. But I'm going to go. I think I'm going to have a peanut butter cup for breakfast. Thank you all for coming. I'll see some of you in my husband's stream later. And make sure that you all fuck yourselves. Happy Halloween.